Vishali, हाँ.
Yes, we are live. Tanya, over to you.
Thank you, Vishali. So right now we have Shikha ma'am, Sudeepa ma'am, Smita ma'am with us, and we wait for other participants to join. So we'll begin our session in a minute or so. Works, Smita ma'am?
Yes.
So would you like to talk something about what it is? I mean, what do you think, ma'am, Shikha ma'am? What is this session about? If you coding, Sudeepa ma'am, any expectations from the session? What do you think it is about?
Smita ma'am, if you can share some light about how coding has helped you in your school before we get into coding, how it has helped you, if you can share something on that.
See, ma'am, now according to NEP, coding, we have to develop the skill of the student. So coding is helping a lot in integrating all the subjects with coding and creating a project. And now CBSE also wants some evidence what students are doing. We have to give some evidence also. So coding will help them to develop their logic skill, their creativity, and they're coming with the projects. They're developing something and they're coming and we can project the evidence of what they are learning in coding.
Yeah, very interesting, very interesting. Yes, Smita ma'am, you'll have to
projects also, which my students have done. And
that's going to be very interesting. Great. So then I request you, if you have your WhatsApp on your laptop, you'll have to either mute or close the window because that sound is coming. Then yes, Tanya, please.
So it's already time. Other participants will join us as and when they join. So we'll formally start with the session. A very good evening to all the participants here. Very good evening, Smita ma'am. I feel honored at Orange Place. We feel privileged to have you here on board for the Learn Coding for Educators session. So before we begin with the session, I'll talk something about Orange Slates. So Orange Slates is one of the largest and the fastest growing teacher professional development organizations that we focus on teachers professional development. And what our mantra basically is, what you learn, what you take from those trainings, you must be able to apply that to the classroom. It is not just the theory pad liya and then you go off after the session. You should be able to apply the learning into your classrooms and make your classrooms a better space. And about Smita ma'am, yes, Smita ma'am, welcome ma'am. She'll be our trainer for this for today, the Learn Coding for Educators session. So Smita ma'am is an eminent educator at Delhi Public School, Varanasi. She's working with children since 26 years and she's done her master's in English from BHU. She's technically sound in various online teaching tools and softwares, and she's completed her ONA level in computers from DOE ACC. In 2020, she was even awarded the IT Guru as an IT Guru among the 2,000 plus participants across India from EduNext Technologies, and she's a certified Google educator and appointed at GEG Varanasi, and also a core team member of AIF. So I hand over the session to you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Tanya ma'am and Vashali ma'am for giving me this platform to come and share my things. So today I got a chance to discuss about why coding is important for teachers. See, like I'm a computer teacher, for me teaching coding is a normal thing. But why other teachers it is very important? Let me tell you, when you are involved with coding, you are going to develop logic, then problem solving, things will be developed, your backward planning will be developed, and broadly I can say your thinking skill is going to be developed when you are working with this, and you are coming with new projects, and you can integrate these projects with your subject, whatever you are teaching. So according to me, coding is important for all the teachers. Now, what is coding? The problem is that many of you think like coding is not my thing. For coding, we have to go and learn some special thing, some special programming language. But it is not like that. Coding is only a process of creating instructions. Already the application or the softwares are there, and we have to only give the instructions there. And now I can say Scratch is a very good application here, where you have to drag and drop the codes and you are going to create a project. So I will be dealing especially with the Scratch only. So why computer code? 1 minute. What is computer code used for? So basically coding is used for communicating with computers. And when we are communicating with computers, we are expressing our feelings through this coding only. I remember when I was in 12th or BA first year, I can say, I have to send a card to my mama. She was having her birthday. So I was not at that place. I can wish her. So I was planning, I created a video and then I sent that, and she was very happy to see that video. But now that thing can be done in your Scratch also. Through coding also, you can send, you can express your feelings, and you can send making greeting cards, making stories and all. So you are expressing your feeling. You are communicating with computers and expressing your feelings there. People use coding to give computer and other machine instructions on what action to perform. So computer is only working on my instruction, but the programmers have already done all the codings there. We have to only work on that. Now, the thing is, what is the difference between coding and programming? Basically, everybody thinks that coding and programming are same, but it is not so. There is a difference. They are a part of each. They interrelate with each other, but they are not the same. I have brought a table here. We can see to it that coding, the definition of coding is you are writing a code in a programming language, and the programming language is made by the programmers. So that is programming. But we are writing code through that program, and that is a code. The tool which we use is text editor, but the programmer which they use, they have a different framework. They have analysis tool, they test framework, code generators, and other things. So they basically work on a big scale. And when we are working as a coder, we are working on a small scale. Expertise, coder need less expertise. And programmer, you know, computer engineers and all, they go for a master degree and all, and then achieve that skill. Then they have to take the experience also, and then they create the softwares. Then approaches, coder approach lines of code without worrying about the bigger picture. They don't worry कि बाद में क्या होगा. They just work on a small project and they create something new. But programmer must have to analyze capsulize aspects of program and make sure things run smoothly between the program. There should be no error, nothing. When the you can say a coder is working there, it should does not create any problem in that. So they go on the large approach. Outcome of it is a small part of larger program is created through that, and the programmer create a full ready-made application for us where we can code. So the both are interlinked, they both are important, but it depends on us what we choose. We want to become a program, so we can go for and achieve that skill. If we don't want to become a programmer, we take coding, and just for coding we have to memorize the things. We have the capability of memorizing. That is only there. Now, why everyone should learn to code? First is, as I told earlier, it enables to express ideas and feeling in your personal life, like making cards, making stories, making role plays and all. I integrated in my classroom with English, and they created a role play through this animation, this coding. When you are creating something, you are thinking logically. So the logical thinking is developed. And when you are thinking something, you are developing your thinking skill. कुछ सोचा है तभी तो हम बना पाएंगे किस पे हमें प्रोजेक्ट बनाना है. So here the thinking skill develops when we are thinking and creating something. So abruptly we cannot make anything. We have to make a procedure. Step by step we have to go, and this is where we develop the process of design. Then when we are making a project, obviously we face some problem, some errors, that bugs we have to fix there. And when we fix and see that we cannot solve the problem and we have to clear these errors and all, we are developing a problem solving skill. In this only, like when we are making a program, normally students feel like some few concepts of maths feel like difficult. But when they are working with codes, the concept of maths, science, and many other things becomes very easy, especially like using variables. Easily they are using variables there, and they will not come to know, okay, this is variable, and what we were learning, it was difficult in maths. Now here they are using easily variables and the concept gets clear. So when teacher is involved in this, so teacher is designing, making the student skill. For this, teacher has to develop this skill. Then only she can go and create something new and give a project or assignment to the teacher. So this is how, and when the teacher is working with that all concept, she can share the project with other teachers also, so that they can give assignment to other parallel teachers also. They can also work together and share their project, and these projects can be shared publicly. If a teacher is doing something, she can publicly share the projects. Now few projects I will be displaying here, which my student have made. I have given just an assignment. This is a game which my student have created. This was assignment given in class 7, and they were given as assignment. Here the logic has been made. See, when the sprite touches the yellow color line, it should say ouch and disappear. Then when they reach there, they will say that we reached there. See, they have created through codes only. All the instructions were given earlier. And when the sprite is touching this yellow line, whenever he is touching, it is saying that ouch. So every time the sprite goes on the starting place, and then at the end, it reaches to the goal. the destination. This was made by class 7. This was a game created by the student. Now coming back, few more projects I will be showing, and then I will be taking you to the main scratch screen. This assignment was given to grade 6 student. There, especially we have started with the starting, and they have to create a project where they have to introduce themselves, their families, their hobbies, their foods, whatever they likes or dislikes, they have to display that. So they themselves become the sprite. They have taken the background as an image, and they have given this project. So English teacher can take it as an introduction of the student in the starting as a project, and they can integrate it with their subject. Then another was done with the solar system. We integrated this coding with SST, and we created solar system. They were having a chapter of solar system, and they created this project there. Few of the projects were displaying about like all the planets also. When you bring the cursor there, they will display what that planet is, all the information about that planet also. Then again, during the pandemic period, we have given a project to just make a project saying the precautions of COVID, what precaution we should take during project with COVID. So this, they created it. This was the code they displayed.
Hi Devin,
Hi Avery,
where's your mask?
what's that?
Don't you know about COVID guidelines?
No, can you tell me about it?
As you must know about COVID-19 and as it is spreading amongst us rapidly, to prevent this, we need to wear masks, sanitize our hands, wash our hands for 20 seconds every hour, and avoid going to the crowd. And even if we are going to the crowd, we should maintain at least 2-meter distance from everyone. I had an extra mask with me and you can take it, but make sure to dispose it after it is used. Proper disposal is necessary so that hygiene is maintained.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the mask and telling me all the precautions. Now, I will make sure that whenever I come outside my house, I will wear my mask and take all the precautions. Rather, I'll try not to come out of my house.
This project was given as a science project. They have to create during pandemic, and it was integrated with science, where students have used their voice in the programming. Then again, shapes. So they created all the shapes there on the screen using plating. When they are doing their projects, they were able to know what is X coordinate, what is Y coordinate, and accordingly they worked. So math was all involved in this coding. So it is for maths teacher also, when they are learning coding, they can use these coding as a project. See this again. This was the project assignment given, as I told you. So create a project using different sprites to create solar system, and if possible, rotate and revolve each planet. And they did it. So their logic was developed so that they can create it, they can revolve it, they can rotate the sprites there. Now, you have seen all the projects, and these all projects were created on this screen. This is the interface of Scratch. This is the menu bar. This is the script area. This is the stage here. Here is the block. This is the block code. These blocks are only used for making this program. And this is the area where Sprite works, there where Sprite plays. And just we have to drag whichever block we select, we have to drag that block here on the script area and just give a command. This much only they have to do. It is very simple, teachers.
How do we go to the Scratch app, or so? Is it something?
Simply, you have to type on the Omni bar, Scratch. See, I'm taking you there only. It is there. You have to type just scratch.mit.edu and you will get the screen. It is a free source. It is available there. You can work on it. There is a tutorial also. You can go through the tutorial and work accordingly. If you don't want, you can take it. I am just now creating a small program, small, you can say a game like you play houses and all. So I'm just creating that. Let's see. First, I will be taking event flag. This is when green flag clicked. Then I told you about variables. Like whenever it is taking, it should take the variable I will take and set the variable at 0 place. Okay. Then I will be taking a loop which should move because there are 90 numbers. So I will be taking a loop here. This is a loop here. Repeat command. It will repeat whatever command I will give. It will repeat number of times, whatever times I asked. So I have given here that whatever command I will give, you have to repeat it 90 times because there are 90 numbers. Then I will take pick random number. First, I will take say block, which will say something, and I will put this operator pick random number. Random number, that there are 90 numbers, so I will take and click it here 90, make it 90. So it will be taking it 90, and then I will ask to say the answer. Whatever answer is coming, it will say the answer. Say, then going to sensing, put the answer here, say the answer, whatever answer is coming, and then again moving to variable, and then it will set by 1. So it will be plussing 1 by 1. There is a box in which initially there was a 0 number. Then whenever he completes one task, it will increase that number and come to 1. And I will play this. You can see.
क्या मैथमेटिक्स है क्या है?
Sir, it is related to maths also.
So do you have any questions? You can unmute and
If you have any questions, please ask. You can relate it with your subjects, teachers. It can be a SST project. It can be a maths project. It can be a role play in English also. As I showed you, it can be a science project. So simply making a project on pen and paper is a very useful thing. You can use coding also there. Now, in case you faces any problem, you are facing any problem, and you want a help also, there are many things which are going to help you. One is that screen only where you are working. There also you will get an option to explore. Let me show you. See. When you will go on explore option, you will get the options there and many more. See. Here how you want to integrate with other subject also. The examples are given. Only few changes you have to make and you can create your own project. Everything is ready-made here. Math and Scratch. See, I am taking math with Scratch and there are operators related to maths. It will show you here. Then a project based on Geometry Studio. You just click on Geometry Studio. There are various projects you can give to your student, and with that student can work. See, I'm clicking on it. The project is loading. Just see how it goes. Our teachers can also integrate it or maybe if you want to go with the coding, you can see inside and you can check the codings also. And you can help your student to do this. Our teachers can make Rangoli using this codes. Rangoli is there. You can take the help of the codes. You can make another Rangoli also there. In the same manner, many other projects are there of maths. You can see here. Whichever project suits you, you can select it from here. You can have more projects. As I said, that you can go and search for a stories. You will get a story thing there and you can create story based on this. See. The dialogues are there, and if you want to see the coding, you can go and see the coding also. It is very simple. Then you can integrate it with music and visual, arts and Scratch, science and social. So teachers can create the project. You have to explore, teachers. There are many things. See, here is a science studio. Physics simulations and animations, all are done here. Maybe some problem is there with that. I'm showing you another one. This is science vocabulary. Then let me check Geography Studio. This is my watch. When I move fast through the world, I can know the time. and the date in every meridian of the planet. See, it was made by one of the students, and they have shared their projects here, and you can utilize these projects and see and create. If you want to go and look into the coding, you just click see inside and you can use. You can see the sprite which they have used. This is the sprite here. They have used these sprites. And with each sprites, a different coding is there. This is a sprite library where you can create your own sprite also. You can draw and create. You can upload any of the picture and make it as a sprite. You can take as a background any of the picture and you can upload it. You can draw it. You can give the effects on this. So it's your field, your stage. How you work, it's on you. It is very easy. Only the thing is you have to memorize few things. Learning is a never-ending process. So we learn every day. Anything anyone has to ask, can ask.
Ma'am, how is it useful for language teachers?
I said, Abba ma'am, you can go for role plays.
Okay.
You have your literature subject. You can go for role plays. Even they can present a projects on grammar also there. Take any topic based on that.
So it will be like a animated project, right?
Yes, they have to create a dialogue, a sprite. They can themselves be as a sprite there.
Okay.
And they can explain each and everything in their voice also they can explain, and they can create their project. As I showed you that COVID project, the extension also there. Let me show you. There is a extensions also here. You can see pen extension, music extension, then video sensing, text to speech, whatever they speak, it will be there. They can use this. There are many extensions which they can use.
Okay, that means it depends upon the child's creativity, and
Yes.
the more they will explore.
How much?
Yeah,
it depends on how they explore and how they reach. Even the teachers can explore and guide the student.
Definitely. Okay.
So there are different codes with different meanings. You have to just drag and drop it on the script area according to your work. Anything else anyone has to ask?
If you want to ask for something about your subject, how you can integrate it in your subject, or you have any ideas, you can share it here. We are all here to learn.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
I just want to, because I am physics teacher and I saw that physics simulation, and I was interested in this because I want to learn that how we can things animation. And I was thinking that we can use any object or any image in the internet, and we can do that kind of animation with this thing.
Yes, sir. You have to download that picture. That you have to download it. It should be there on your device.
Yes.
And then you can upload it as a sprite also. See, I'm showing you. Let me come to the window. So I'm going to create whatever picture you have. This is the sprite, and you have to upload it from here. If I click on this upload, my window will be open. You can see there, whichever picture you have, you can take it from there and you can upload it. It is here on the screen.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, sir. As a background, if you have to take something, you can, again, the same procedure, you can go to upload and do it. And you can take the help of the codes which are available there. and simply you can do it. It is in a simple language, sir. Any other question?
Shikha ma'am, Sadeepa ma'am, Bhavani ma'am, do you have ideas for your suggestions? I would like to know how you take this session. How will you take it to your classroom if you use Scratch as a coding tool?
Ayush sir, I think there must be some questions that you would like to know, because you are a maths teacher and you have a lot of interest in computers. So this will be a really good help and a new thing for you.
Yes, ma'am. I taught the students present time in computer scratch. मतलब स्क्रैच बच्चों के क्लास इन क्लास 3 स्क्रैच है मैम बच्चों के लिए. तो मैम ने जो भी सिखाया काफी अच्छा लगा. कुछ नई चीजें भी सीखने को मिली इसमें मुझे.
So you've been using it for grade 3 students.
Yeah. Grade
Yes,
3
ma'am.
student can use with
Grade 3 to 6.
That's
small
really
programs they can make.
appreciable. Yeah. Do we have more questions or anything else? Do you want to share, Smita ma'am, if there's something?
I can share one more project which I'm having. This was also a creation of my student. Here the child wanted to, as Abha ma'am was asking, how we can take it. The child wanted to go to a park and play. The mother said no. She was telling all the COVID protocols, and it was explained here. It was on a full screen.
Yes, I now remember. My son had also made one.
Yes.
Using the COVID social distancing and mask and all that.
It was given as a project.
Yes. Now I remember.
So the mask also they are putting on the Sprite.
Okay. I thought this was something which was meant only for computer teachers till now. I had no idea that it could be used so easily. And I was thinking that my son is some genius that he is doing coding.
The teacher can use, all the teachers can use both in those.
So ma'am, should we
with all the subjects?
Should we download the Scratch software or should we work online?
No, live. You can work live.
Online, we can simply.
I said it's a free source, so you can go for it. Just you have to type there scratch.mit.
Yeah. So Sudhita ma'am has something to say. She says she needs to learn Scratch from scratch. So according to me, this tool is more about exploration. Since more about exploration, creativity, it will bring out the creativity not just from the students but also from the educators. And
Yes.
Sudhita ma'am has also said that it's hands-on training could help. Okay, right. So guidance is always required.
Whenever you ask, I will be there. Don't worry.
So we need to start exploring first and then
Yes,
come with
exactly. This is something like it's a hands-on activity. Unless and until we don't use it, we will not be able to understand the nuances, the little things into it. And if we all are from education field, I have a great news just now. The schools are reopening from 7th. I think it will be from classes 9 to 12. But whatever it is, it's a great news.
good for all educators. We'll have students in our classroom spaces.
Yes.
So I hope we'll take away something from here. We'll start exploring Scratch as a tool, and as told by Smita ma'am, it's freely available. It's a freely available source, so it will be easier to use. And also, we have already the projects that are already available, we can start integrating those into our classrooms. We can at least come up with more ideas and integration, and integration can happen, which is not just about computer science. The coding not just relates to computer science, but we can incorporate all those subjects into through codes, is what I take away from this session.
Not a computer science teacher's work only now. Coding
Yeah.
can come by any of the subject teachers.
Thank you so much, Smita ma'am, and all the participants who joined us here for the session. If you have anything to say, to ask, you can still unmute. You can put your doubts in the chat, or if you have something to share, your experience, you can do that.
They have to explore first.
Yes, definitely.
It
First
was
they need to explore. Yes.
So Deepa ma'am says she's got a good insight from you, Smita ma'am. We're always available if you start exploring. Once you start exploring, you can come up with doubts. Smita ma'am is here. We are here. We can go. We can learn together.
all teachers are here.
Yes, ma'am. It is not just for the teachers, but for all. We can, every subject can be integrated through Scratch.
Yes.
Thank you, Roshan sir. Thank you, everyone. I like to end the meeting here. Thank you. Happy learning. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Smita ma'am.
Thank you, Abha ma'am, Tanya ma'am.